Good. Thank you for being back almost on time. I want to kick off the next session with one question, and you just have to write down the answer. You don't have to tell me the answer, but my question is, what is the main responsibility of a leader? I don't say that I have the right answer. Maybe you have the right one. But one smart guy once said, only a few leaders realize that the only responsibility they have is to lead one person, and that person is themselves. Or another one said once, only those who can lead themselves can lead others. And that's why we, in this map of our journey, we emphasize heavily on this self-leadership area. That's actually where our journey starts, with leading yourself. So only those who can lead themselves can lead others. And it doesn't matter if you lead a company or a team or a project or whatever, but leading others means you have to lead yourself first. That's your first and main responsibility. And everything else comes out of this self-leadership. Because if you start a company or an NGO, many questions will arise. For example, what is important to me? Or even, what do I want to leave behind? What is the legacy? Or another question, what do I believe in? Or what can I do well? What I'm best at? And this, how much can I charge for it? But sometimes one of the most difficult questions, how much can I charge for it? If I coach somebody else, how much is it worth? So this question will arise if you leave, for those who have a normal job in a company and you decide to leave the company or the job, you secure income if you have one, and you step out of the boat and say, well, I wanna follow my dreams and I wanna start a company. These questions will arise. And leading yourselves means you have to know yourself. And that's why we're working with the You Canvas. And the You Canvas has 4 building blocks. And we're gonna work on each of these building blocks, and in this session I just give you a rough overview. And for each building block we're gonna have own material and our own video. So just an overview in this session. One building block is your purpose. If you haven't watched Simon Sinek's TED Talk, Start With Why, do it. Google it, Simon Sinek, TED Talk, Start With Why. The purpose, what is the purpose of your business and of your life? What goals do you pursue? What do you want to leave behind? What is the overall purpose of what you're doing? We're going to work on that in this week. And then Peter already introduced it, your strength. So what are the 5 dominant strengths? And how can you live out your strength in a team setting or for your business? We're going to work on the strength as well. And then how do you live your values? So we're going to use Value Me, or you already did it. So you found out what are the 3 top or 5 top values. But what does that mean on the business level? How can you live out your values? We're going to work on that. And we're going to work on resilience. It's a big word right now in Europe. We have seen so many people who run into burnouts because they didn't know how to handle situations who were tough. So working on resilience means one way to do it is we look back. What was the things which helped you to go through tough situations, and how can you activate the things which helped you in the past? How can you activate and use them for the future? Because it is a journey, and as a friend of ours painted here, sometimes it's rough and sometimes it's really intense. So leading yourself means you have to first know yourself, and these are the 4 building blocks. I summarize, it's a purpose, it's value, strength, and resilience. And for each topic, we're gonna record own videos and own material. So that was the overview about the U Canvas and self-education.